So, today we're going to be checking out another Hollywood saga. This one is Denzel Washington sends massive warning to Morgan Freeman. Let's get to it.
1979. Denzel and I were in a Joseph Papp production.
Even if you're the most jealous person on earth, you have to admire the friendship between Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman. It has lasted decades, and they look out for each other like brothers. So it's not strange seeing Denzel sticking out his neck for Freeman. Just listen to Denzel looking out for his dear friend.
So I went up to Morgan and I said, I think maybe I could, wound you and cut, slice, and. So Morgan looked at me.
He knows him too well, doesn't he? And that's why he has sharply disagreed with those attacking Freeman following the recent death of her beloved granddaughter.
Fashionable guy, he doesn't have to worry about it.
But that smile was dimmed forever, cops say, by her live-in boyfriend who stabbed her to death.
It's amazing how Denzel respects Freeman, and therefore, as the idol he looks up to, it is only right that he warns him of any dangers that might affect Freeman or the people around him, family included. Denzel believes those coming after his friend are using this tragic incident as cover, but the truth is, they are worried about Freeman's consistent revelations about the dark side of Hollywood. But first things first, what really happened to Freeman's grandchild? An attorney for the man who allegedly murdered Morgan Freeman's step-granddaughter, Edina Hines, reportedly claimed in court that Hines told her suspected killer she and Freeman had an inappropriate relationship, an accusation both Freeman and Hines had previously vehemently dismissed. It only goes on to show one thing. Someone very powerful is after Freeman, and his friend Denzel is warning him to stay alert and not trust everyone around him. In a statement in 2012, Freeman said, according to TMZ, "The recent reports of any pending marriage or romantic relationship of me to anyone are defamatory fabrications from the tabloid media designed to sell papers. What is even more alarming is that these fabrications are now being picked up by the legitimate press as well." The late Hines concurred.
Yeah, no, the press now, they have nothing to talk about. So they don't have any news anymore. So anything that seems speculative and will capture attention, that's what they talk about. It's crazy. And also, why did this accusation come after he spoke against the establishment? We should also take that into consideration.
In her own statement, per TMZ. "These stories about me and my grandfather are not only untrue, they are also hurtful to me and my family," she said. The man charged with murdering Hines was identified as Lamar Davenport. The allegation by Davenport's defense that Freeman was involved with his grandchild appeared to be the first time the contested claim had been made outside of the gossip press. Davenport's attorney did not elaborate or further allege when this relationship occurred. The suspect was charged with second-degree murder after authorities say he stabbed Hines more than a dozen times outside their Washington Heights apartment on August 16, 2015. She was found lying in the street outside her home at 3 a.m. and was taken to a local hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Hines' grandmother is Freeman's first wife, and Hines' mother was Freeman's stepdaughter until he adopted her. She attended a graduate acting program at New York University from 2008 to 2011 and starred in Landing Up, which premiered in 2017. While prosecutors argued the killing was intentional, Davenport's defense claimed both he and Hines were high at the time and that Davenport was in a drug-induced psychosis and not responsible for his actions. And just like the rest of the world, Freeman's first defender is Denzel, a close friend and associate of many years.
All right. Hey, get your hands off me, grave digger. Damn it. Does the whole world got a stump in your face?
You better get your hands off me.
Ain't around here, you hear me?
Freeman's career started during a time in the U.S. when the Hays Code was in place. The policy restricted the kind of content major film studios could show, including banning interracial romance on screen, according to NPR. It lasted for almost 40 years, from 1934 until 1968. Since his early acting years, which consisted of theater work and a role on the children's show The Electric Company, movies were impacted by the code and its aftermath, and it wasn't until Freeman was 52 that he started getting more ambitious roles. After winning a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination for Driving Miss Daisy in 1989 when he was 52, Freeman went on to star in over 100 films, including The Shawshank Redemption, $1 Million Baby, and Bruce Almighty. And it is during this period both actors, Denzel and Freeman, struck a long-lasting friendship, mostly wounded together by their need to speak for the less influential in Hollywood and also expose the rot from within, something that has landed both award-winning actors in trouble. On his part, Denzel has also been so successful that Freeman even joked that he is envious of Denzel's career. But even though Freeman expressed his envy envy of Denzel, he acknowledged the generational progress of black actors in Hollywood. Speaking for black actors has always been his call and continues to, despite all the battles he is facing along the way. When I was growing up, there was no me in the movies, Freeman said. If there was a black man in a movie, he was funny. Until Sidney Poitier came and gave young people like me the idea that, okay, yes, I can do that. And I spoke with Sidney way back. He said, I wanted to be like you, he added. Generationally, though, I do think we're moving ahead in leaps and bounds.
I was the lead. Denzel was a stage prop.
With regards to Denzel, his co-star in the 1989 film Glory, Freeman has always been supportive. When Denzel received the 47th AFI Life Achievement Award in 2019, Freeman attended the ceremony and issued high praise for how a fellow veteran actor was able to connect with viewers while acting. Speaking to Access Hollywood on the red carpet, he said, "He's making contact with you. That's one of the things that makes him extraordinary," Freeman added. Widely acclaimed as one of the most iconic stars of Hollywood, Freeman shares a profound love for acting and the world of cinema. In fact, in one of his interviews, the Hollywood legend expressed his unwavering dedication to his craft, even confessing that he wouldn't mind breathing his last breath while performing. But it seems some people do not enjoy watching him being a star. While Freeman's
I do. He's like the best. I think he's my favorite, or one of my favorites.
Illustrious career spans both film and the stage. The celebrated actor initially made his mark in theater, a common starting point for many aspiring performers. However, unlike many other actors, he once admitted that he preferred movies over the stage. Being brutally honest about why he will never set foot on any live stage again, Freeman revealed what makes him like the silver screen more than the stage. Reflecting on his early days, the veteran actor recounted his breakthrough role in a Broadway play back in 1967. However, it was the silver screen that held the ultimate allure for him as he pursued his true aspiration of becoming a movie actor. He told the New York Times, "I really spent 20 years in the theater trying to get into the movies. From childhood, that's what I wanted to do. Mostly I don't want to do it on stage. It's too much work. Movies, you do a little work, make a lot of money, and move on. I like that. And I think I've paid my dues." Furthermore, he revealed the exhaustion he felt while working in plays. He added, "I will never set foot on anybody's live stage again. 2 months into performances, we would go on stage, look at each other and go, what the F asterisk are we doing here?" And not just the stage, Freeman also revealed that he isn't fond of working in television shows. He said, "It's a job, 9 to 5, 5 days a week." It's clear that the London has fallen actor's preference for film over theater arises from the contrasting demands of each medium. While stage productions demand extensive physical and mental exertion due to the live nature of performances, Freeman highlights the relatively more manageable workload and financial rewards that come with acting in movies.
Actually, he's not young anymore, so he needs time to rest. That's another point to consider. You can't put him in that kind of workforce at this age. He blew up at 52. I've never seen this man young in my whole life. He was old before I was born. So yeah, it makes sense why he would choose roles that are not stressful.
It is such knowledge he shares with fellow actors that keeps on giving him problems with the Hollywood elite. Freeman's relentless pursuit of his silver screen dreams eventually paid off as he landed his breakthrough role in the critically acclaimed film The Shawshank Redemption. From that point on, he embarked on a remarkable cinematic journey, captivating audiences across the globe with his exceptional talent and powerful on-screen presence. However, he once found himself contemplating the potential drawbacks of solely being recognized as a movie actor. Recognizing the risk of becoming typecast, Freeman acknowledged the importance of versatility and the need to break free from perceived limitations. It is another eye-opener to black actors that didn't particularly sit well with industry sponsors. While talking about these limitations, Freeman said, "Earlier in your career, you're more chameleon-like. Nobody knows you. You can shapeshift and pull it off, but after a while, and this is the whole stardom thing, after a while it doesn't come across. You get boxed in the film." Revealing that exploring his talent is the only reason why he would agree to perform on a live stage again, the Oblivion actor continued, "There's a finite number of characters who are like that before you start repeating yourself ad nauseum. I think that's the bigger danger than being Mr. Gravitas. You look at your last work and say, that's 4 characters in a row that said, did, thought, acted the same. They're going to find me out any minute now." Well, whether on the stage or the silver screen, Freeman's dedication shines through, entertaining and mesmerizing his audiences with his remarkable talent and enduring love for his chosen art form. That's a universal agreement, except for the few who feel it is revealing too many industry secrets to common people. And his career has been a roller coaster, to say the least. It may be tough to imagine, but the same guy who partnered up with Clint Eastwood to assassinate two cowboys in Unforgiven was serenading children with songs a couple of decades earlier to help teach them lessons about reading and nutrition. Between 1971 and 1977, Freeman appeared daily on The Electric Company. The show was something of a companion program to Sesame Street, and it was meant for children too old for the more well-known program. Of the characters Freeman played, the most well-remembered is Easy Reader, a hipster who would get intensely excited at the prospect of reading anything, from a storefront sign to the ingredients on a soda bottle. He also played Mel Mounds, the DJ, and Vincent, the vegetable vampire.
Unforgiven, Driving Miss Daisy, $1 Million Baby.
Yeah,
What's your favorite?
those.
All of them.
All of them.
Not one? Gotta pick one.
Speaking to Rich Eisen in 2017, Freeman said he was initially terrified to get involved with The Electric Company because he worried that getting too heavily identified with children's television would exclude other opportunities. He told Eisen, "If that show had kept going, I might still be there." But despite his open success, the actor was once accused of harassment and went to CNN, one of the media houses many fans think is owned by Hollywood elites. During the Me Too movement that rocked Hollywood in 2017 and 2018, in which inappropriate and criminal behaviors of powerful men were rooted out and made public, two women accused Freeman of unprofessional behavior of a physical nature. According to CNN, a production assistant who worked on Freeman's movie Going in Style in 2015 alleged that the actor touched and rubbed her and commented on her body and attire almost daily and repeatedly tried to lift her skirt. Allegedly, the behavior reportedly stopped only when co-star Alan Arkin told Freeman to quit it. CNN also reported that a member of the production staff of the 2012 film Now You See Me alleged sexual harassment of herself and a female assistant. But it turned out all these were set up to tarnish his name. Still, he apologized, according to Variety, to anyone who felt uncomfortable or disrespected. However, since the CNN reporter who broke the story had experienced an uncomfortable moment with Freeman herself before her investigation, according to ABC 7 New York, Freeman responded to the allegations with a 10-page letter issued by his lawyer demanding a retraction and apology from CNN, calling the news outlets reporting a product of malicious intent, falsehoods, sleight of hand, and absence of editorial control and journalistic malpractice.
Yeah, because you're supposed to verify the information. That's going to dent his reputation if you... Because CNN, people see CNN, I mean, maybe not anymore, but people used to see it as very credible. So whatever is coming out of CNN is almost considered the truth. So if you're reporting things like that, you have to be very sure it happened.
Year and a half after Freeman feuded with CNN, the cable network hired him to narrate a video for parent company Warner Media's investor presentation, a move that one CNN staffer called disgusting. So clearly CNN did agree to the wrongdoing, but publicly refused to admit it. Was there someone pulling the plugs behind the scenes? We don't know for sure, but Denzel may know. Fans also think highly of Freeman, with one simply tweeting, "Morgan Freeman, the man, the legend," alongside a picture of the movie star, with a second one adding, "Morgan Freeman is a legend." With that, kindly tell us, what's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie? Let us know.
Now You See Me. I mean, he has so many movies that I love. Like, his catalog is crazy. Yeah, his catalog is just too good. But, well, I don't know why people always do that when you see somebody doing well, you're trying to drag their name through the mud and giving all these allegations. And they're not just any allegations. Sexual harassment, like, that is intense to accuse anybody of doing. Like, you're really trying to ruin them for real, for real. Those are things you can't just speculate. There are things you should actually find out and get facts and evidence before you even try to gossip about it. Not even share it in an open media, just gossiping about it. Anyways, let me know what you think about that. It was a long video. I won't keep it longer, but share your thoughts. Talk to me in the comment section. That being said, have a wonderful day. Peace.